Take possession of this one underway. And he gives it over to Larkin. Goodrich going to step to knock the puck away. Into the middle of the neutral zone. Answers the call, big save. And the goalie covers up for the whistle. Lots of time left in this period. We've still got zeros on the board. Nice shot coming up as a opponent. Let's go! Let's go! And just like that, it's a 1-0 hockey game.
Well, they started like a freight train, just steamrolling their opponent, James. I mean, they really dictated right from the onset of this game. That tells me one thing. They were prepared coming in. On a deflected shot, everyone always talks about the stick positioning. How about the timing to get to the slot area as well? And the ability to just tap it down and redirect it.
The Golden Knights quickly send a message that home sweet home is overrated, Cheryl.
It is in this case, and what a quick start for the away team. This is exactly what they wanted to do. They're up on it under a minute into the game, and wow, now the home team is chasing the game.
Tries to feed it over to Larkin. Oh, smart heads up Reed. Oh, it's the puck check. Vegas gets the puck in the boards. Looks to pass it to Stone. The Colts got control of it now for their own end. Puck grab by Theodore. Handles the pass. Quick pass to Raymond. The Golden Knights take possession of the defensive end. On the attacking play down the right wing. And he loses control of the puck. Vegas on the attack. Puck sent over to Sherratt. Takes the feed. Moves it to the brinket. Can't connect. On the boards, he takes that pass. The Golden Knights gain possession in their own end. Over the line they come. Puck picked up by the brinket. The Red Wings have it now. Here's a short pass to Top. Kicked up by Lazar. Directed over to Korta. Carlson's moving it forward. Gets control of puck here in his own end. Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack. Good stop by Hill.
Sometimes we have no time to think and make these types of saves. I mean, there's no hesitation here. Just simply react. To be able to make it.
Now he slides it up to Kane. Sends the pass over. Kort's got it along the wing. Moves the puck over to Lazar. And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. The Red Wings in transition at center. Quick shot. Plus save by the goalie.
That's an impressive hit early in the game here, James. You know what that says to me? Engagement. It says, I am engaged. I want to dictate the pace of play of this game.
Still plenty of time left in this frame. We've got a 1-0 hockey game thus far. Flames to win the draw here inside the offensive zone. Vegas has a piece of the ball. Puck scooped up by Sider. Quick feed to Rasmussen. Oh, look at this chance. Fires it. Turned aside with a glove by Hill.
It really is amazing to watch him maintain possession of this puck while his opponent is on him. I mean, they're pushing, they're shoving, they're doing everything they can. But he's resilient. He's got a willingness to his game. He's also got power. Power. You can see it in his lower half and the balance and coordination it takes to get this puck to the net.
Vegas with a big defensive zone face-off. And he takes the pass. Still holding the puck. Looks it across to Finn. Detroit's got the puck in the defensive end. Look for the dirty game when it goes sideways.
He is so dangerous when the puck is on his stick in the offensive zone, but he tries one too many moves and he loses the puck.
Vegas takes possession off the corner. Lines it across to McNabb. And now he passes it to Dow. And that's intercepted. From the opposite point. And that's intercepted in the defensive end. Inside the offensive end, down to the left. Takes it to the net. Turned away with a great pass save. Gains his own along the right wall. Vegas gains a hold of possession. Colasar's got it in the defensive end. Moves the puck along the half wall. Guaranteed a hold of it after that hit. Detroit's getting the line into the zone. Takes a shot. Lost one by Hill. Vegas has the puck. Oh, caught him with his hand down.
In order to dictate the tempo of the game right at the onset of it, you want to make it on his feet and hear it coming, and that's what he does with that first hit.
And he takes the dish. And the lead's clogged up, blocking that. Detroit's got a hold of it along the wall. Taken by Smith. The Golden Knights take it on the boards. And the traffic neutralizes that threat. Steps into the offensive end. Right on the doorstep. The Golden Knights take over in possession. The Red Wings pick up the puck here in the neutral zone. On the attack along the boards. Turns it away. Vegas has possession of it now. Scrum along the wall. Here he is in front. Big time stop.
Well, sorry, he didn't anticipate the pace or effectively making a huge save in a dangerous spot on this.
Taking it from his own end. Slides it to Smith. And now it's grabbed by Sherrod. Detroit's got it along the wall. Vegas gains a hold of it. Quick pass to Dorofeev. The Golden Knights looking against the half wall. And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. Gets a hold of the puck behind the net. Moves it to Dorofeev. And he moves it up to Barashev. A little gets and doodle and he loses possession of the puck.
Well, he's got such a slick set of hands. He's trying to manipulate his opponent one by one, but he tries one too many, James, and he loses the puck.
The Golden Knights play it on the boards. It's gone over to Smith. Picked up along the wall by Barashev. Oh, gets all over his ass. He up with a slugger, but he puts it aside. Puck grabbed by Rasmussen. Into the corner now. The Golden Knights grab possession of the puck. Through the neutral zone to the left box. Here they come.
Quick set game settings. Select sides. Quick set game settings. Accessibility.
Well, he explodes into that one-timer. It's a perfect setup, and he's in wonderful position. It's a perfect rotation and buries it. There's always the question why before a goal is scored, so let's go back and just have a look at the way they defended in their own zone here. Yes, they gave up a high-danger opportunity, but in transition, they were able to capitalize when they got going north, and they were able to get a good chance on net.
Still lots of time left in the period. The Golden Knights have all the momentum right now, leading by 2. And they're going the other way with a great play by Larkin. Circles back to center ice. Handles the puck. There's a short pass to Finney. Comes up and a stop. Hannafin's moving the puck through his own zone. Here's the chance. Stanley Cup with the save. Puts it away in his own end. Blocked in front. Detroit's got the puck along the boards. Passes it to the blanket. There's a shot. Up and down.
Oh, he stopped it. That was insane. It almost looked like everyone was stopping, thinking it was in the net. I don't know how he got to it, James. I mean, that's athleticism, desperation, compete, call it what you will. It's everything locked in the wall.
Scooped up by Hannafin. And makes the save.
They have to have talent, they have to have mobility, they have to be able to track the puck, but they have to have a willingness to find it and fight for any second shot, and that's exactly what happens here. Out-battling, out-willing, and you make the save.
Vegas will go to work here in the offensive zone. And that goes now.
Hockey is a game of inches, and you know he's had to take so many shots on net in practice, and then this one just over-rotate, under-rotate, but nonetheless misses the net.
Moves it quickly over to Atkinson. Detroit's got the puck along the wall. Good shot.
Well, that is a save, James. I don't think the goaltender would have gone to position in time, and he's able to take it away.
Now it's going to play against the half wall. Reads it perfectly in the defense again.
Of course, we'll be very happy with that play, James. Listen, that's a good way to get your butt glued to the bench, especially when you have a lead.
Gets a piece of it to keep it out. Here's the chance in front. And he shuts it out. Makes the right chance there. A shot. Friendly fire as it goes out for his teammates. Quick feed to Beaver. And a stick in the leg to flush that one away. Along the right wing there to the attacking area. Takes the puck. Here's a shot. And that carries off one of his teammates in front. Nice zone entry from the middle. Oh, and he's stopped out on a save by Gibson. Quick pass to top. Shot. Glove save and the puck moves on. And he takes the feed. Oh, you gotta love the effort as he blocks that. And he gets in front of that.
Man is never quick on his feet, anticipating the play, excellent reflexes. He's saving his team right now.
Doesn't go. Hill's gonna hang on for a whistle. Plenty of playing time left in this frame. We've got a 2-0 game here tonight. Larkin's won the draw, now look to set up. Puck is frozen and we're gonna face off. Detroit's had plenty of good looks here so far in the first, but they still trail. The Ravens win the draw and they go on the attack here in the offensive zone. Playing that chance aside. So just like that, they take it.
Competitive team. You know it's a hard shot, and the goaltender gets a big piece of it, but it still circles in. the corner, and it really keeps the puck out of harm's way and no second shot opportunity.
Scooped up along the wall by Lazar. Vegas looks to break out of their own end. And now he angles it across to Stone. Shot! Makes the save. Detroit's in possession along the boards. That's taken away. Great defensive effort there. He's over. And too much traffic in front blocks that one. And now it's over to Missouri. There's the whistle. Offside is the call. Past the midway mark of the frame. The Red Wings still trail by a goal here, but they are back into this one, only down by one. Moves it to Missouri. And that's offside, stopping the play. Tempers are pouring over here now.
Well, you can feel and sense that this was coming, couldn't you, James?
I think you can throw in the towel on that one.
Now we know who the clear winner in this fight is. Tony James, he's lying on the ground, and he's finding it tough to get up. Well, some good punches were landed there, and he looks visibly shaken up. I think he's going to need some medical attention, James. At the very least, some ice packs.
Well, this game has new life breathed into this building tonight after what we just saw moments ago, but we still got a game to play. The Red Wings win the draw. Loses the coverage there. Comes off the stick. Vegas has it behind the cage. The Red Wings scoop it up along the boards. Vegas plays it along the wall. Sauces it tail to tail. The Golden Knights have it on the offensive end. Takes it across the blue line. From the side.
All the time with one screen or one player in front, James, and he's got to do a good job of finding this puck. I mean, it just needs a game.
Detroit's taking things up here in the back half of the first.
Yeah, they're more connected right now, James. I felt like they started the period, they were back on their heels, and they couldn't get anything to any type of continuity. Now they've kind of broken the sheet right now. They're in their rhythm, and they've got back to an equal score.
Their hook check knocks the puck away. Here they come on the attack down the left side. And not much on that one. The Red Wings need control the puck against the wall. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. They've got numbers here. Shot! And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. Near the point. Here's the pass! Off the post!
The Red Wings bring another one off the post. So frustrating, James, in a tie game where they have the opportunity to go ahead. Listen, the goaltender's going to tell you they're in good position. They're forcing that wide shot.
Here's a short pass to Marner. The Red Wings gain control of the puck. Moves the puck. And now he passes up to Cobb. Vegas looks to go on the attack. Pushes it across to McNabb. Detroit's moving it along the wing. Takes the feet of the back end. Oh, Morrison with the penalty save. And that's off the stick. Vegas is across the line and on the attack. Oh, big save on the slapper. slowly back. Tremendous stop by Gibson. Centers get set as they're ready to drop the puck again. Players use here as he takes the draw inside the offensive zone. Detroit's got a hold of the puck. Takes the shot. Makes the save. A reaction of the blocker.
Goaltender spent so much time doing tracking exercises and it's utilized right here to know where this puck is coming from, and he makes the save.
Packers won the face-off here in the offensive zone. Grabs the puck. Here's a chance.
The goaltender, he's going to want this one back, James. I thought that he was sent to position, just a blast out the shot. It hit him. He got a good chunk of it. When it went in, you can see the frustration in the body language.
The Ravens' hard work pays off as we are back to even in this one.
Yeah, and halfway through the period, now you're looking at the details of the game and how you can get yourself back. And that's what coaches like always preach here, James. And I feel like there's been an urgency to their step, and it's showing on the scoreboard. The Stars! You can't win 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
You just got up for a pass. It's probably up to the scoreboard.
And don't think the game can change in an instant.
Absolutely.
Well, this is an unlucky bounce. As a defender, you're in the middle of the ice trying to clear out any kind of traffic. The puck just hits you, deflects, and goes into your own net. That's a tough thing to take.
Moves it quickly over to Snyder. Oh, look at this. Slides the puck over.
Connor is so effective in the ozone. I mean, he knows how to put a puck to the net. He got the golden goal earlier, and now he's looking for more.
Right in the low slot. The Golden Knights have it now. The Red Wings will play from the point. Sends a pass over. Stop by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one.
Rebound control is critical in the game of hockey. Putting it to the corner, and now the offensive player has to pound the puck.
And now it's to Dorothea. With possession along the wall. Here he is with the left-hander. Oh, look at the save. How did he stop it?
I have no idea, James. I mean, he was down and out, but profound athleticism and desperation got him back in to make it.
But it continues here, but this crowd still doesn't answer what we saw. What a strong goal was.
Yeah, and they're saying thank you to the goaltender right now, James. They're still on their feet. They're electric right now. And really, it's a nice feeling. Why? Because it doesn't always go this way, so when you have it, you embrace it. Such an impressive save. Love looking at this one again, James. You know that this goaltender is dialed in, so focused, and you're doing everything to get to the puck and keep your opponent at bay.
In the final moments of this period, the Red Wings are getting onto this one-goal lead. They'd love to have another. Vegas tries to put the runner in. Free center. Taken by Field. Inside the defensive zone, moving the puck. Covers it up over the stoppage and play. Detroit's looking to take this lead into the intermission here as they've put a lot of pucks on net so far. And momentum on their side as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. Rosen's taking it from his own end. They move the puck out of harm's way. Shakes off the coverage. Puck shot! Tremendous save by Hill. The Golden Knights move the puck in the defensive zone. And that pass is intercepted. And makes the save. Here's a chance. And he's going to cover up the puck and get a whistle.
It's a great read by the goaltender to hold on, James. They're under siege in their own zone. Now they have an opportunity to reset, refocus, and get back on the course.
Officials getting ready to drop the puck. Puck possession so key in today's game. Angles it over to Sissons. goaltender decides to hang on to this one.
Edmonton's earlier injury is going to keep him out of the game, James. We just received confirmation from the staff, and this isn't good.
Not good at all. Huge blow for the team. And somebody who's just so well-liked, too, right? Those intangibles that he brings on the bench as well at times like this, don't like seeing it at all. There's a chance! And that goes off someone in front and doesn't reach the net. Along the hot run on the puck. Easily turned aside by Hill. Here in the late going to the frame. This one has been a good back and forth contest. We're sitting with a 4-3 hockey game. Slides and drops. And gets them on the side of the ease. The Red Wings are playing against the Lords. And now it's back by Murray. Here's a shot. And that's deflected off someone in front. Across the line. And that shot gets caught in traffic. Detroit's got the puck. From the top angle, throws it on net. Came up with the save on that play. The Red Wings pick up the puck here in the neutral zone. Off a stick and they can't connect. Puck right by Finney. Shot. Hard save and he made it look easy. Great job there. The Red Wings have created a lot of scoring chances tonight, and they made it here late in the first. The Golden Knights win the draw on their own end. Quick pass to Kolosar. The Red Wings take possession in the defensive end. Looking for space inside the D zone.
Yeah, 5 pairs.
Save. Sticks inside the attacking zone down the left wing. And there's a close shot on the play. And we'll get the whistle until the return zone. Both teams are set and ready to drop the puck. Vegas has it in the right end. Theodore's letting the puck. Shot! And that's blocked from someone in front. Receives the pass. Denies him on the side. The Red Wings take possession of the neutral zone. Moves across the front. And that's intercepted. Takes it away to keep the pressure on. Handles the puck from the left side. The Red Wings gliding along the line. Detroit's got it now. Denied that one. Working the puck deep inside the road end. Vegas plays it against the Lords. And he gets just enough of it to keep it off of the back of the net.
Gibson's dialed in and able to redirect that puck to the corner.
Fires it on net. Turned aside to the top. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle. Here in the later stages of this period, the Red Wings have just had a little more offense than their opponents tonight. They lead at 4-3. Vegas moves ahead with the puck. First period nearly in the books here. Let's move to the puck. And that's stopped. Takes the feet under pressure. Slides the puck ahead into the neutral zone. The Golden Knights look to start the transition game. And they cough it up at center. The Golden Knights gain possession. Marner's got the puck in his own zone. With the stop.
There's no surprise here, James. I mean, he's so powerful. You can see him just... Oh, stop it! I can't believe it! I don't even know how he got to it, James. I mean, how did he shot it? I mean, find that puck to be able to get to it. I mean, all of it just doesn't make sense except for the fact that he's extremely athletic and he's willing to do anything for that desperation save.
Detroit's got control of it now from the other end.
Gibson's last save is one that's going to be remembered for a while, James. It's going to be on the highlight reel. It's up on the line now. I mean, he stole one there. It was all but in, and that desperation and compete level makes the save.
There's the end of period number 1. Both teams grab a quick breather. You grab a hot dog. We'll be back with second period action in the
You said for a while. Just try them on. You'll like them. I know you'll like them. Because they're nice and thin and they got the drawstring. It works for you. I mean, I know you do. I need back pockets, though, see. They look like they have pockets, but they don't in the back. But you don't need back pockets. You know, you're saying, no, I'm not going to say that. They got 5 different colors. I'll go with anything. Black, brown, blue, green, I think.
Game settings. Assisted strategies. Assisted strategy. Select game settings. Accessibility.
Period number 2 set to go here. Officials moments away from dropping the puck. Puck is dropped in the second stanza. The season action carries over from the first. All right, Sherry, let's get back to work here for a moment. We've already played a period in this one. What do you make of what you see?
The Golden Knights seem to find their legs, James, with no urgency, and they really haven't been skating at all. They've been chasing the game with that 0 possession time. They got to find a way to carry the puck and get some opportunities.
Lots of time left in this period. The Red Wings lead it 4-3. Detroit's got possession of the puck after that neutral zone faceoff. Continue to be the more active team here early in the second, and they lead as a result. Vegas wins the draw here in the offensive zone. Here's the save. Moves it to Eichel. Sees it to the middle. And it delivers that great opportunity. He scores! It's the magician. Vegas has evened things up, and I'll tell you what, this game has been back and forth tonight.
That's great timing at the onset of the second period to get the equalizer. That's a great counter punch to send a direct message to your opponent. You mean business. This is an entertaining game.
Here's the back, placing it with the trapper. It's a good pass to Eichel. The line on the ball, number 2 comes along. And he takes the feed. Oh, look at this, here they come, the Columbus. Quick pass across to Marner.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
Yes, broken up by a nice defensive use of the stick. Detroit's on the attack. Picked up by Barkiev. Quick feed to Howden. And they'll battle for that loose puck along the boards. Puck picked up by Barkiev. Gains the zone from the right side. And the puck skips out of the zone. They'll be forced to tag up. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Comfort. Grabs the puck. Picked up along the wall by Larkin. Gets the feed. And he comes up with a save. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. What a hell against the wall. Handles the puck in front. It's scores! Still come by him. Puts them in front.
Wow, and this has been trending to Allen James. They've been closing on the puck quickly since an upward trajectory as his games progressed and they find the back of the net. Oh, he burns the goaltender on that one. Picks up the rebound and buries it home. Really looks frustrated now. James knows that
good game though, are you?
Quick game settings. Assist controller setting. Select sides. Accessibility.
Redirect that puck to a safe spot.
The Golden Knights have gone in front by 1 here in the second period.
Yeah, and it certainly changes the mindset when you're ahead by 1 in a very close deadlock game, James. Now they gotta push the pace, put the pedal to the metal, and try and figure out a way to catch him again.
Shuts him down. Oh, sticking away in his own zone. Steps inside. Vegas gets a hold of the puck against the boards. Moves it quickly over to Korczak. Takes the pass. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Stopped by the goaltenders.
The goaltender's at the last line of defense for a reason. This time, he bails his team out.
Quick pass to Raymond. Here's a shot. That goes by. The Golden Knights have it behind the net. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. Moves it to Sissons. The Red Wings take over on possession. And he sends it across to Raymond. Moves it around along the half wall. That's the extra goal. Oh, what a save in front.
This is a really nice save, James. I mean, the shooter's in the middle of the ice. He's in the slot area. He's got to get to the top of the crease, square to the puck to be able to make that save. Great job.
There's the whistle. We'll get a face-off after the goalie comes up.
Kind of love how both of these teams are playing so fast right now. I mean, the quick counters and the transitions are creating a lot of speed, which are generating scoring chances at both ends.
A huge offensive zone face-off here. They're going to try to maintain all that momentum that they had just moments ago.
When they've also to the face-off, they need to get a win here, and they have to look to attack right away, James. The goaltender's fatigued. I mean, he's been standing on his head, but he can't continue to do it full time. They've got to find a way to put it by him.
Here's a chance at the puck. Oh, another quick stop. Puck scooped up by Missouri. From the right side, they gain the zone. The Golden Knights have it from their own end. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Great hands to hand on the saucer feed. Oh, I thought he was going to be beaten, and he somehow got a piece of it. The Trents got the puck against the boards. Takes the shot. Kicks out the way to keep it from going in. Moving into the attacking zone. Denies the try. Through the neutral zone and into the offensive end. Oh, how did he keep it out? What a blocker stop by Hill. This is over. And that's not going to go over. Launching it in front, that's broken up. Quick shot. On the side with the glove by Gibson. Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. Vegas has a 1-goal lead. They're leading 5-4 in what has been a very entertaining display of offense. The Red Wings win the defensive zone faceoff. Deep inside the defensive end, still trying to clear. Moves it to the middle. And a clearance off a twig in front of the net. Off the stick and they can't connect. Big time stop there.
As a goaltender, you want to make yourself as big as possible, and that's exactly what he does right there. Just takes it in.
There's the whistle, icing the call, big face-off looming. Inching closer to the midway mark of this period. Vegas holding on to a 1-goal lead. It's 5-4. What a fun game tonight. Hammers a shot. Great save from in tight.
Allen's telling the penalty box is up, and he's got to get back to just finding his place within the game on the ice, and he gets a nice scoring chance right there that needs to give him some confidence. He can play physical, but he's also got to play with his brain.
The Red Wings win the draw. Passes the puck over Gibson's got the puck and he's going to hang on. Teams are ready for the draw. The linesman about to drop the puck. The Golden Knights win the draw. This turn off on the attack after winning the draw. Detroit's got the puck along the wall. Looking to get something happen along the boards. Fires it, turns it away.
Well, we know he's got a great glove hand, and man, does he ever show it off right there with that stop.
The Red Wings win it. He's over. Great stop by the goaltender off the glove.
Connor's able to grab that pass. He's got the puck on the stick. We know he's dangerous. He's got 2 in the game. He's looking for another.
Getting closer to the halfway point of this frame. The Golden Knights are holding on to a 1-goal lead against Connor Ford. Oh, he comes up with a huge puck save as he kicks it aside. From off the wall and onto his stick. Quick feed to Kozak. And then he moves it to Hurdle. Takes a shot. Makes the save as that goes off the glove. Slides it across to Sherlock. There's a chance. Oh, it stays out. He got a piece of that one. Oh, comes aside once again.
Love the way the goaltender gets tight to the shooter here. The puck's in the goal slot. You want to take more time, you want to take space. Goaltender does it, makes the save.
Here's a shot. Comes up with a stop. And the puck stopper comes on top of it to get a stoppage in play. The Red Wings have had a lot of scoring opportunities, but they continue to trail here in the second. And they win the offensive zone face-off. Now let's see if they can capitalize. Detroit's got in their own zone. Here we go. On the rush here. He takes a shot. Oh, it's a great shot block there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's great scoring chance, and you want to make sure that you get in front of that one, and he did. He gets all of it.
Detroit's got it from behind the net. And the pass is redirected. Takes it to the net. And it'll hang on to the puck for a much-needed whistle.
Well, and this is huge change. So both the coach being down, get a line change. There's no happier than the coach right now.
Some last-second communication with the D as centers get ready to drop the puck. Detroit's got it in the offensive zone. Kermit is free, and they will try to sacrifice the ball. Hill's opted to hang on to the puck for the face-off. Nearing the midway mark of the period. 9 goals and counting so far. It's 5-4. Takes the feed at the point. Oh, what a chance! He came so close to putting it in.
James, I thought he had that one. He continues to get to the net with that quick easy shot. He's going to convert it from a break this game.
They go on the attack from the left side. Slides it across. And that doesn't reach the net. Slides it diagonally to Mazur. And he feeds it down to Van Riemsdyk. The Red Wings will play it to the neutral zone. A chance! Redirected off one of his own line mates there. Look at this down the right wing. They're on the attack. He looks deep for Rasmussen. Handles the pass. And he makes the save. Detroit's got a hold of the puck now. The Red Wings will play from the defensive zone. On the attack along the boards. Sliding close. Stopped by the goaltender. And is over the blue line. Makes the ball stop.
What a sequence.
Still lots of time left here in this frame. We are all tied up in this one. Now it's got it. They're blowing the attack here in the offensive zone. The Red Wings have it now. Great burst of speed to come up with.
James, and this is a perfect example of pounding, being tenacious, and then getting the puck and doing something with it. So going from a defensive point to an offensive point and producing.
Moves it quickly over to Corsa. Takes the lead. Covers up with the save. Shot. On the third.
He's not battling his opponent right now. He is so dialed in. He's tracking the puck, making save after save. It's about time his team starts working in front of him.
Fires it on net. That's blocked by Hill. Goaltender covers it up, and we'll get a reset here. The Red Wings have a decided edge in the shot department and also in the score as well here in the second. Eichel's won the draw here in the defensive zone. Vegas with possession in their own zone. Here they come up along the wing. Swing and a miss. Through center along the wing. Larkin's got it along the wing. Marner into the offensive zone now on the attack. Quick pass to Larkin. He carries the puck up along the wing. Larkin's got it in the offensive zone. Puts it on the post. There's another stop. The Golden Knights gain possession along the wall. Along the side, here they come for the neutral zone. Out of midair, he swats it down to the ice. Here he is. There's the shot. Oh, there's the save. That was a block. Slides it back to the blue line. And then turns out the body and turns it. Stop by the goaltender. And look at this. They've really knocked it out defensively here. And the team's got it here. And they skate it out of the zone. Moves it to Carlson. Detroit's looking to break out of their own end. Here's a short pass to Falk. Kane's got the puck. Shot. That's the save. After the point, they set it up. Here's a shot. Taken by Lazar. Trying to clear it. Picked up along the boards, point down. Shot. And there's the save.
This is just great puck control to get the puck to the corner. No second shot opportunity.
Nice save off the tender's pad. Feeds it over to Cup. And they're off to the races for the loose puck. And there's the whistle, icing the call. Detroit's coaches were preaching lots of shots on net, and they have done it and lead as a result here in the second. The Golden Knights win the draw. Now let's see what they can do.
Possession right off the draw, James, against a very tired group who just iced the puck. Leads to an opportunity.
Colin calm under pressure. Took it along the wall by Sissons. The home team is really on the stage here in their own end. That's picked up over the wall. Around the boards. And the Knights move to the line. And look at that, they finally get it out. Puts it on there. Here's the save on the play. Quick feed to Smith. Gain momentum up along the side. Turn the side by Gibson. Vegas takes possession along the wall. And he made the save to keep that one out of the net.
That's an incredible sequence of saves. He is so dialed in, but I gotta say, where are the D-boxing out?
There's a shot. Comes up with a stop.
The goaltender, they have to have talent, they have to have mobility, they have to be able to track the puck, but they have to have and fight for any second shot, and that's exactly what happens here. Out-battling, out-drilling, and you make the save.
Vegas takes possession off the draw. Detroit's got it in their own zone. And now he tries to get it across to Comfort. Takes a shot. Denied by the goaltender. Sends the pass over. The Golden Knights take it along the wall. Passes in front. And that doesn't connect. Moves it quickly over to Johansson. Pushes it across to Comfort. Here's a sprint for the loose puck. Puck sent down the ice, moving an icing.
Gibson's been fantastic tonight, really putting his team on his back here, James. Just look at this last sequence. I mean, desperation save after desperation save. Really keeping his team in it and the puck out of the net. They gotta find a way to converge, retrieve the puck, and get out of their own zone.
The Red Wings continue to lead it here in the second period. They have been very active in the offensive zone. And he rings the post! Gibson's gonna hang on to the puck for a whistle.
Hudson's not happy with that last sequence. Knows he has a huge opportunity and just misses the mark and rings it off the post.
A huge face-off coming up here, and I'm sure the Tendy would love nothing more than a few more seconds to ride the puck here if they could.
Well, everyone would, especially him. I mean, he is so fatigued. You can see it in his face and his body language right now. And it's a clear sign and indicator of the opponent to say, hey, let's attack, let's own this puck and make it count.
Slides it over with pace to Stone. Vegas plays the puck along the boards. And he takes the pass. The Red Wings still playing in their own end. Quick pass to Sider. Quick shot. Turns him away. And that pass goes off a stick. And he serves it across to Stone. Moves the puck along the half wall. Oh, it stays out. He's that one.
Gibson's been dominating the piece tonight. He's turned away a lot of high danger shots. He's really found a way to build some momentum for his team, giving a real opportunity to win.
Save man with the pad. Gets it over to Rasmussen. Fires it, and that's blocked. The Golden Knights gain control of the puck against the wall. Down the left wing and into the offensive zone. Stops the goal. Feeds the puck over to Johansson. And he passes up ahead to Rasmussen. Detroit's coming along the wall. Takes a shot. And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. Detroit's been rewarded for their high activity in the offensive zone with lots of shots, and they lead it here in the second. Watkins won the face-off, and now let's see what they can do. Gets it, throwing it for the block. Vegas has the puck. Gains the zone. Here's a chance. Big save by the goaltender. Oh, nice use of the boards with the bank pass. And now it's grabbed by Larkin. Fires it. Oh, it's still. It's still a save.
And this is going to elevate his team with pressure back there, James. I mean, it was all about him, and he comes from nowhere to make that save. Such an impressive save. Love looking at this one again, James. You know that this goaltender is dialed in, so focused, when they're doing everything to get to the puck and keep their opponent at bay.
The Red Wings have been the more active squad, and they continue to lead late in the second period. Cows won the draw here, and they'll go on the attack. Takes the puck. Goes to the blue line. Oh, and reflexes to make that point save.
Does a great job with some great pushes to get to the top of his crease and make the save from a high danger area.
Looks like lineups are set. They're ready to get things back underway. Cows won the draw here on the attack. Zero fear in this guy's part as he blocks it. Detroit's through center and out in the offensive end. What the stop. The Golden Knights get a hold of the puck in their own end. Push got it in the defensive end. Saucer pass. And that's blocked. Here they are on the attack. Cops got it against the Rovers. Takes that one right in the logo. And we're going to get a whistle here. Won the draw here in their own zone. Right through center into the offensive zone. Here's a shot, and that was off a player in front. The Red Wings take it along the wall. Shot, step shot, long to stop that one. The Trents want to get their goal in the attack. Oh, he sticks into the line of fire and blocks it. Scooped up along the wall by Sherrod. Moves it to Larkin. The Trents got the puck along the wall. In front of the tip. Too much congestion, lost the shot. Anderson's moving the puck through his own zone. Tries to feed it over to Smith. Beats the puck to Hurdle. Makes the save on the center. And he takes the dish. Here they come through center and into the offensive end. Takes the feed and center for the win. Gibson's going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck. The Red Wings continue to put lots of pucks on net here. They lead it late in the second. The Golden Knights are going to work here in the offensive zone. The Red Wings gain possession in their own end. Fires it into the offensive zone. Vegas gets the puck near the boards. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Takes the pass back to the block. Comes up with a stop. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on. Play ready to resume as everybody lines in for the face-off. Eichels won the face-off deep inside the offensive zone. And makes the save. Dragged along the board by Johansson. Handles the puck. Puts the puck in. Cut right by Johansson. Can't save with ease. Works it across to Van Riemsdyk. Rasmussen's got the puck from the back end. With some open space here in the neutral zone. Got his front of the line. Absolutely no fear to get in front of the slap shot. Steps across the blue line. Fires it on net. And he takes the feed. They've got numbers. Shot.
Sounds like good. Oh, hey, Julie. What are you doing? Huh? Really?
No, what's up? No, we had this lunch thing with the students, and I was like halfway here, and I'm like, should I go back to the office and work or work from home?
Aww.
So I'm just gonna come here and
We're
work.
just playing the game because it's the first game of the Stanley Cup.
Oh, it's the first game?
Yeah.
Hi, son.
Were you really out there? I thought I heard.
No, I was just a minute. Well, damn, she comfy.
Mm-hmm.
She comfy.
These are them shorts I brought on for you.
Oh, did you get them? Okay.
Yeah.
Hi,
The Red Wings have been the better team for the better part of 2 periods now as they lead it Barbashev. Picked up along the wall by Sherrod. Detroit's got the puck in the defensive end. The Golden Knights gain control of the puck. Moves the puck over to Howden. And now he passes it to Dorothy out. Vegas has him against the half wall. Oh, he got a piece of it to keep it out.
Human control is critical in the game of hockey. Putting it to the corner, and now the offensive player has to find the puck.
Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one. Picked up along the boards by Barbashev. Howden's got the puck now here inside his own defensive zone. Shot! And he strikes that one with the glove. And the goalie covers up for the whistle. Both teams are set. They're ready to drop the puck. Vegas will put the work here in the offensive end. Comes to the basket on the attack. And a great save.
The timely save is everything to your team, and this goaltender, he bails his team out.
Oh, and somehow he gets a sliver of it and keeps it at bay. The Red Wings scoop it up along the boards. Here in the corner, he grabs the puck. Stopped by the goaltender. Oh, another save.
Just fantastic work by the goaltender, making consecutive saves. How athletic.
Puts it on in. Well, 2 periods down and 1 more still to come. Third period action right after we get a clean sheet of ice. The final frame of regulation has arrived. It's period number 3, and it's about to go in. And here we go, period number 3 is on the roll. We'll see if how the stats night continues. Sure, 30 minutes in the books now, today. How do you view this one?
The Golden Knights need to find some urgency in their game if they want to get back on track in this third period. They're losing right now because they're being outplayed, out-hustled, and outmatched in terms of their tenacity on the puck. Just look at their possession time. It is too low to be a difference maker out there.
Big time defensive play. Sends it over to Theodore. The Red Wings take possession in the defensive end. Here's a short pass to Eichel. And it brings aside the slapper with ease. Up along the wing. A chance. Stones up with the blocker. Angles it over to Eichel. Tosses it on to Stone. There's a shot. And not much on that one. And he elects to play the puck. A chance to clear. And they're going to roll off racing here.
A great piece of play and aggressive nature here to keep this play alive to negate the icing.
Along the half wall with the puck. Hammers a shot. Tremendous block on the play.
Well, and the bench really erupts on that one because otherwise it would have been in the back of the net.
Holds the puck. Reads the play and forces the turnover. Taken by Carson. Denies him.
This is a fantastic save, James. He's all over it. What I mean by that is he knows exactly where it is and where it's moving. He's going to get square to it with the save.
Shuts him down. Detroit's going to hold him along the wall. Gets in front of it. Skates to the crease. And that goes off someone in front that doesn't reach the net. Passes over to Korsar. The Red Wings will play the puck from behind the net. Moves it to top. The Red Wings playing along the boards. Takes a shot. With the stick. Takes it along the wall by the score. Picked out by Hanifin. The Red Wings have it against the wall. That's a smart heads-up defensive play of all seasons. Quick feed to down. Great defensive effort breaking up the pass. Moves it quickly over to Missouri. Too much congestion in front. Detroit's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Vegas has it near the wall. Here's the chance. Goaltender covers up and working a face-off. Detroit's have been on a roll offensively tonight. They didn't need it here early in this third period. Larkin's won the draw inside his own end. Feeds the puck to Bolt. Oh, pucks up short as he just gets enough of that one. Detroit's in transition. Quick shot. Have been the busier team offensively, and as a result, they lead it big time here in this third. And they win that neutral zone draw. Moves it over to Raymond. Fires it. Oh, suicide waffles for Denies it again.
He's been a dominant performer in this game. I love to see his possession numbers post-game. I mean, I think his metrics are going to be outstanding. He had tons of good looks here, James, throughout the game. Finally capitalizes. But I love that his process stayed the same. He worked hard, he got to the spots, and he continued to get the looks.
Looking to set up offensively. The Red Wings gain possession. Quick pass to Larkin. One of them coming to the attacking zone. Scooped up along the wall by Sutter.
James, they continually hit the post. Listen, the good part is they're still in the lead. They're about to free themselves up a little bit and find the netting. Franz had an impressive night so far. I mean, he's had a multiple point night, creating a ton of offense, and you know that he's not done yet.
Fires one. He makes the save.
Larkin's got quick hands to get this shot up in high in a hurry and with less time and space. But in doing so, a little bit rushed, he wires it off the crossbar.
Detroit's got the lead early in the third period. They have been the far busier team offensively tonight. Eichel's gained possession and his great work inside the face-off circle pays off again. Takes a shot, and it's an easy save. Goaltender covers up with a staunch play. Detroit's been a dominant force offensively. Plenty of quality scoring opportunities, and they lead it big time early in the third. The Golden Knights take possession on the face-off. Big time stop there.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
Takes the feed from off the boards.
Casper has been fantastic in terms of distributing the puck tonight, James. Not a shot-first mentality, but a pass-first mentality. His awareness is off the charts. We're going to have to check that one out again. It was just spectacular, James. When you're out competing your opponent, you're dialed in. You're so athletic, you make those kind of saves.
Vegas looking to face his own face-off. Into the offensive end. Denies him against the stop. Covers it up with the astonishing play. Center's gliding out to the face-off toss here. Houghton's got the puck and they'll go on the attack. Detroit's looking to break out. They've got some momentum here. The Red Wings playing along the wing. Broken up by Barbershop. Carries the puck to the neutral zone. Hooked away by DeBrincat. Grabs the puck in the defensive zone. Beating Steve here on the attack. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Quick pass across to Dorofiev. Feeds it to Theodore.
goaltender, but his team has to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice. Those high danger scoring chances eventually go in.
Slides it diagonally to Copp. That's center ice now. He grabs the puck. Moves it around along the half wall. Puts it towards the net. And he hits one of his own teammates with that shot. Here's a chance. Brilliant save right perfectly. Tries to get the puck over to Copp. The Red Wings carry it on the wall. And he'll take a moment to regroup back at center. With the puck inside the defensive zone. He'll keep it alive and moves it ahead. And now he angles it across to Eichel. Makes some space. Handles that one. Tries to feed it over to Lozell. And that goes off the body. Puck is frozen and we get a stoppage in play. The Red Wings are in the home stretch of this one here in the third period and lead by a wide margin. Now it's won the face-off here in the offensive zone. That's blocked. The Red Wings get a hold of the puck along the boards. Moves it to Comfort. Here's a shot. Down the side with it well by Hill. We're going to face off after the puck stays covered up. Detroit's been going in one direction all night long, and that's through the net, and they lead it in this third. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Quick feed to Sissons. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Stopped out of the center by Gibson. An elbow goal as it hits one of his own teammates in front. Through the middle of the ice in the attacking zone. Just a simple pass save made by Hill. Through the neutral zone up along the wing. Shot! Slides the puck over. Curry to the slot. Shot! And he comes up with a stop there. Moments away from the face-off. Let's get back to the action. Eichel's won the draw deep in the defensive zone. Takes the return feed. And now it's over to Stone. Detroit's on the attack. Kicks it away from the crease. Vegas moves ahead with the puck. The Red Wings have it now. And they'll dump it in. The Golden Knights have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Tries to get it over to Marner. Here's a short pass to Eichel. Makes the save. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down. The Red Wings offense has been the story tonight as they continue to lead big time in the third. Howard's got it. Now they'll get to see what they can do with it offensively. Scores! Well, they're doing something there. They're doing something, Cheryl.
Well, certainly it was. And there's some pushback, but they're going to need to layer it because they got to get closer than within two if they want to find a way back in this game.
And they take control of the puck here in the neutral zone. This is it off. Out of the play. Beautiful defensive effort. He makes a save there. Detroit's got it in their own zone. Here they come. Goes right to the crease. And the elects to explore his options. Big time stop. Dragged along the board by Restore. Back-to-back saves there.
God's been showing off an elite offensive skill set tonight here, James. You see the IQ, you see the vision, you see the hands. Now you got to put it all all together, you got to scan and be able to distribute. He's done it all. He's been the complete package and has multiple assists in this one.
Vegas takes the puck through the neutral zone. On-man rush. Detroit's got the puck. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. Detroit's got the puck in their own end. Looks to set up in the corner now. Oh, great save!
What a save! And they always say chance favors a prepared mind here, and this is...
He's got a little jump. He's in all alone. What a stop on the breakaway. Vegas taking the puck now here inside his own territory. And Slice gets the chip there.
There's been so much offense in this game, James. It's been real entertaining for us and the fans in the building. Listen, I was more of a defensive specialist, so I wouldn't have been up in the tap, but clearly the game's changing.
Trying to clear the puck from his own end. And they get the puck out and they'll go off for a line change.
Well, this is a smart play, James. Instead of trying to carry it and transport it yourself, you get the line change. Now you got fresh legs out there to attack.
Passes it over. The Red Wings climb along the line. Takes it across the blue line. The Red Wings looking against the half wall. Read it perfectly and breaks up the play. Looks to get the puck over to Warner. Oh, smart hands on Reed. Grabs the puck. Quick shot. Stop by Hill. Unleashes the cannon. Playing big in the moment there.
And the sequence of saves, I love how strong he is in his set position here, James. You can see that he gets square to the shooter, and that makes the second save easier.
Puts it on net, and that carries off a body in the lane. The Golden Knights gain control of the puck against the wall. Shuts him down. Detroit's got a hold of the puck. The Red Wings pick up steam on the attack. No room for that one to get through. Quick pass to Dorofeev.
James, goalie coaches are going to continually work on position law. This has nothing to do with it. This is all about, getting to the puck and being acrobatic in your crease.
Here they come on the rush. There's a shot. Answers the call with a big save. Detroit's going on the attack as they gain the zone. Along the right wing, they enter the attacking area. Cuts to the paint. Detroit's got control of it now from their own end. And his shot gets blocked by one of his own teammates. Picked up along the wall by Comfort. Detroit's got the puck against the boards. Here's a chance. Stick save just got a piece of it with that one. The blast. What a stop. Really wasn't here on the offensive end. Gains the zone to the right side. Detroit's got the puck. Looks to make a play over to Mazur. Takes the feed in the middle of the ice. Takes a shot. And a save.
These are the types of games that offense loves and defense hates here, James. I mean, the puck is going north-south every single time. Both teams trading chances at either end.
The Red Wings have looked good tonight, especially offensively here in this third period. Puck is dropped and we're back underway. And that pass on the cross off the body. Fires one on goal. Moves it to Van Riemsdyk. And that's a smart heads-up play by Hannafin. Takes the feed in the backhand. And he comes up with it. Beautiful feed up ahead from the right wing side. They put the puck into the offensive end. Picked up along the boards by Van Riemsdyk. Here's a chance to get it.
Oh, it's a really tough break for the tender, James. I mean, listen, when such a big storm and there's always something along the line, you can't get your eye on the puck that winds up in the back of your net.
Sending a clear message that they are not taking their foot off the gas in this third period, Cheryl.
Well, you can certainly tell that they bought into the game plan. The coach is certainly ecstatic with the performance of the entire bench. I mean, look at the way they're moving and holding the puck, attacking the net at the right times. It has been a seamless effort.
The Golden Knights scoop it up along the boards. Here they come inside the neutral zone. The Red Wings get a hold of the puck in their own end. Works it across to the brinket. Detroit's got a hold of it against the wall. Sissons moves the puck. Into the offensive end now. Feeds it over. Nowhere for that shot to go through. Dishes it to the brinket. On the attack into the offensive end, right up the puck. Quick shot. You'll need more than that to beat him. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. The Red Wings have looked sharp tonight. Lots of pucks on net and a lot of goals as a result. Vegas is taking possession off the draw on their own end. And now they look to make something happen from the neutral zone. Fires it! And now that's another one. Dishes it to Kenny. Into the offensive zone. All alone!
Oh my God.
I didn't mean that to go in.
I know. That was great.
Detroit's added yet another one here to the total. Look at performance.
Yeah, they've had the puck on their stick for a majority of this game. You know, the coaching staff is looking to be impressed. Hey, maybe they'll get the day off tomorrow.
Sends a pass over. Streaking into the attacking zone for the right. Way too much congestion blocks out. Slides it up front. And he easily stops that one. Vegas looks to get things going now with the puck. Quick feed to Stone. The Golden Knights take it across the line. Sends it over in front. Oh, he comes up with a stop. Moves it on over to Raymond. Takes a shot. Can't get it to go. Vegas moves it ahead. With possession along the wall. Slides it across. Here's a short pass to Sider. Shot. And he's cut the answer for that one. Here's a chance. And that goes off a player. Moves it quickly over to Larkin.
I didn't mean that to go in here.
That's all right. I guess we can let that slide.
You're right.
Yeah.
He's confident. You gotta believe he's gonna be looking rally.
Detroit's up big time here in the late stages of this third period. Back to the draw center, they've got a hold of the puck. Receives the pass. Detroit's looking to break out of their own end. Puck scooped up by Johansson. On the attack along the boards. Here's a chance. Comes up with a stop. Handles it over to Howden. Steps into the offensive end. Here's a shot. And it's off target as it hits the body. Tosses it to Clark. Shot. That's not going to fool him. Vegas with possession in their own zone. Dorothy is gaining momentum. And he takes the feed. Stopped by the goaltender. The Red Wings circle into the offensive zone. Gaining momentum along the wing. Fires it on net. And that shot goes nowhere as the lane was filled. Right up the gut into the offensive end. The Red Wings have it from their own end. Took it along the wall, right to break it. Tries to the crease. And he goes back to regroup. Puck picked up by Anderson. Vegas is in the offensive zone. The Red Wings take possession in the defensive end. Detroit's got it in their own zone. Shot. Too much traffic in the lane. Quick pass to Dow. Look at this. They've got some guys here on the attack. And he puts that on the side with ease. Tries to get it to Van Riemsdyk. From the neutral zone and into the offensive end. The lane was blocked up and that shot's blocked. And it was right for that save.
Larkin's been a catalyst to the offense tonight. Multiple points in this game, and he's very unpredictable, James, and that's tough. Anytime you're playing an unpredictable player, you don't know what they're going to do, so you have to pick a poison, and often you choose wrong. And he's certainly put it on point. He's made some great passes, and he's executed.
And they win the defensive zone face-off. The Golden Knights have it now. Scooped up along the wall by Lazar. Moves it to Sissons. Vegas on the attack. There he is on the hand. Big turn stop there.
Well, this is just a great save from the slot area. I mean, he recognizes where the puck's going. He gives the top of the net, but he takes it away.
The Red Wings offense has paid off in dividends tonight. No shortage of scoring chances, and they have capitalized on many. Bolt's got it in the defensive end. Detroit's got the puck along the wall. Shot! And now it's grabbed by Hurdle. Quick feed to Lazar. Slides the puck across to Smith. Puts it on net. And makes the routine save. The Red Wings gain control of the puck. Finney's going against the boards. Dishes it off. Grabbed along the board by Sider. Inside the defensive zone, moving the puck. Nice feed as Sitter moves him ahead now. Good save on Louise. The Golden Knights gain possession. Nearing the final 60 seconds of this one. The Red Wings gain possession along the wall. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. Here's a shot. Oh, Wilson boards it to keep it out. Pass back to the point. And that takes guts to get in front of that one. They try to maintain possession inside the defensive zone. From the point, looks to make something happen. Takes a shot. And he gets it from out. Quick shot. And he's able to handle that one. Vegas gets the puck near the boards. Here they come up along the wing. Fires it. Fires it with the save. And the crowd's on their feet, saluting the team after a hard-fought effort this evening. Here's a short pass to Marner. Scores! And Luger's at it again.
It's the second of the game. Tonight you can model these games up and just pick on him whenever you want because he's been all around the net. This is just a perfectly placed flat shot, James, and he's got all the time in the world to walk into it, load and explode. He beats the goaltender 6 times.
Detroit's offense has Put on a show tonight and hear the roar and blowout mode as the third.
Job to leave